Well, welcome to C-Files, folks. There's a big decision that was just made. Trump was found guilty on all counts um, in the New York case today. Just shortly, just a while ago. So, and not misdemeanors, but felonies. So here's the thing. There's two things that will come out of this. And I'm just going to make this short and to the point. One, it will be appealed, and they have a good appeal because the case was horribly instituted. There were so many violations by the judge, it's not even funny. The defense wasn't even allowed to have a defense, and the instructions to the jury were criminal in nature. So a corrupt, deep state court convicted Trump. So there will be appeals, and I think it'll probably go all the way to the Supreme Court. How quickly, I don't know. So the second thing that will come out of this, and I'm convinced of this, is that millions of Trumps across America will emerge. This will be a wake-up call for anyone who has an inkling of an understanding of what just happened. Because we're next. They just made up a crime and convicted a former president of a made-up crime, and they did it because, number one, they don't want the corrupt deep state taken down, and number two, they want to come after you and me. We're next. If they can make up crimes and have a kangaroo court and convict a former president of something he was not guilty of doing, think of what they could do to you and me. Think of what they've already done to Christians just for being Christians in this country. Just think of what they've already done to legitimate legal gun owners just for being gun owners in this country. Think of what they've already done to people who happen to be in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. I'm not talking about people that went into the Capitol building. I'm talking about people who were just in Washington, D.C. One person was arrested who flew in and flew out and didn't even go near the Capitol building. Why? Because he was of the wrong political persuasion. He was the wrong religion. He was the wrong ideology, and they had to squash him because they didn't like his ideology. This is election interference, plain and simple. So we have a corrupt dictator in the White House and a corrupt court system and a corrupt legislature and a corrupt deep state that has militarized itself and targeted the American people. It is now the people versus the deep state bureaucratic machine in Washington, D.C., the District of Corruption. So, prepare. Things are about to go bonkers in this country. So just keep your head on a swivel. Be prepared, because I believe this is just in... They just threw a match on the fire, is what they've done. And millions of citizens are now going to be rising up and directly challenging the deep state. And it's going to come from the bottom up. It'll come from the local municipalities and work its way up. People, there are a lot of people now who will be so frustrated, so angry, so upset, so defiant over what just happened that they will go toe-to-toe and in full battle mode against this deep state machine that is trying to destroy you and me and destroy our families and destroy our worldview, our moral and ethical beliefs, and our way of life. Why? Because they love their sin more than they love that which is holy and right. That's why. So, it's now, we repent, we come before God and plead for His mercy. And He intervenes in this case, or this country goes down and the remnant will pick up the pieces and rebuild from there. That's what we're facing. So I'll be here, and a lot of people are on social media now who have similar sentiments to mine. We're all going to be here. We're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to try to do what's right. We're going to continue to fight for our families, for our communities, for our neighbors, for our churches, and for our rule of law, system of rule of law, which today has suffered a huge, huge blow. Thanks for watching, and stand by, as we used to say in the Navy, stand by for heavy rolls. The storm is coming. God bless. I'll see you next time on the Sea Files.